hey, everybody know ain't no party like a Diddy party, so.
Somewhere in a chilled evidence locker sits a silver USB stick labeled Exhibit 17B. Prosecutors whisper it contains raw party cam footage that could tie Sean Diddy Combs' darkest nights to the world's most famous basketball star LeBron James. The drive is sealed, the files unseen, and every hour the mystery grows. What did those hidden lenses really capture, and why is LeBron suddenly silent? The king of the court has built a legacy on speaking up, yet one replayed line, "Ain't no party like a Diddy party," now echoes louder than any of his activism speeches. Tonight, we chase that echo from nightclub chandeliers to Capitol Hill hearings, tracking every ripple until the moment the vault door finally swings open. The 12-second flashback dropped in November 2024, LeBron grinning beside Combs on Instagram Live, chanting the Diddy catchphrase as champagne sprayed off camera. 6 months later, federal agents hauled Combs into custody, and that playful chant transformed into Exhibit A of guilt by association. Talk show hosts rolled the tape on loop. YouTube commentators stitched it into every thumbnail. Kwame Brown fired first, live streaming a gravel-voiced rant accusing LeBron of picking and choosing his outrage. Candace Owens followed, calling the silence deafening hypocrisy on her 3 million follower channel. Even NFL crowds joined in. An Eagles fan at SoFi Stadium bellowed, "Diddy parties," until television mics caught the chant and the clip raced through Sports Talk Monday. LeBron answered with body language, tight smile, no quote. Every unspoken word fed the algorithm. The backlash wasn't just noise. It became a data spike large enough for marketing dashboards to color code. Engagement equals dollars. Outrage equals clicks. And every click cranked the pressure gauge one notch higher.
Welcome back to Live Now from Fox. Our next story takes us out to the Big Apple as Sean Diddy Combs will be back in court today for day 2 of his trafficking and racketeering trial. Jury selection is set to resume with 19 jurors from the first day's pool moving on to the next stage. Fox 5 New York's Briella Tomasetti joins us live this morning outside the courthouse in Lower Manhattan with the very latest details. A lot of eyes on this case, Briella. Good morning.
Gina, good morning to you, and I can tell you this, it's expected to be another busy day at court. As a reminder, yesterday, potential jurors were given a brief explanation of the charges. The judge also told them that the defendant is presumed innocent until proven guilty.
Sean Combs spent 3 decades throwing the kind of parties people brag about until morning. Prosecutors now allege those celebrations masked a criminal machine. More than 70 civil suits paved the path. The 5-count federal case cracked it wide open in May 2025. Inside the Manhattan courtroom, reporters recorded the inventory like sportscasters, hard drives, mirrored servers, spy pen cameras, even a fisheye lens disguised as a smoke detector. The judge warned jurors that graphic video evidence would arrive later. Rumor milled that Exhibit 17B was part of that trove footage harvested from a hidden 8K rig at one of Combs' notorious freak-offs. If true, the camera saw everything. And everything allegedly includes megawatt guests who never signed up to be recorded. One name in bold print, LeBron James Sr., caught every headline writer's eye, even if prosecutors never charged him with wrongdoing. His mere mention meant eyeballs, and eyeballs meant profit for every news crawl from CNN to TikTok. Enter Joseph Manzaro. The aspiring model claimed that on the 23rd of April, 2015, Combs' 46th birthday, he was drugged, humiliated, and assaulted at a Miami mansion bash. The civil suit, filed the 1st of April, 2025, alleged that Beyoncé, Jay-Z, Gloria Estefan, and LeBron witnessed the horror. Manzaro described being forced to stagger through the crowd in a lewd mask while hidden cameras rolled. Combs' lawyers scoffed, saying the claim reads like a rejected Netflix pitch. The Estefans produced property rental logs. Jay-Z's team dropped flight manifests proving he was in New York, not Florida. Beyoncé's name vanished from an amended complaint, yet LeBron stayed. The king had apparently landed in Miami that weekend for a private charity shoot. LeBron's legal squad moved fast. Within 48 hours, they flooded gossip channels with cease and desist letters and hired a forensic firm to track a faint hex watermark embedded in a leaked still. Early analysis pointed to a red Komodo camera rented from a boutique house in Los Angeles serial number, cross-referenced to the weekend in question. If they could ID the renter, they might prove the image doctored or worse, authentic. Either way, the clock was ticking toward discovery. Former staffers later told Rolling Stone that Combs used cell phone jammers at high-profile events, corralling guests into memory booths where 360-degree lenses synced to a private cloud. Prosecutors say those booths doubled as blackmail vaults. Tech bloggers pored over patents, noting that certain smart mirror designs can broadcast to a remote server in real time. If true, Diddy didn't just film partyish archived leverage. Reddit sleuths drew mansion floor plans, plotted Wi-Fi handshake logs, and speculated about router MAC addresses. Cyber forensics podcasts explained how 802.11 beacon frames could place a camera on a particular network within nanoseconds. Meanwhile, deepfake artisans injected chaos, releasing synthetic clips of LeBron in strobe-lit rooms clips that fooled casual viewers until audio glitches gave them away. Each counterfeit blurred the line between rumor and reality, forcing mainstream outlets to add chunky disclaimers. But disclaimers rarely travel as far as an eye-catching conspiracy tweet. When Combs' arrest photo hit the wire, LeBron quietly unfollowed him on Instagram. Sports talk hosts noticed within minutes, sneaker forums within seconds. A global beverage conglomerate prepping a summer ad blitz featuring LeBron-ordered Plan B cuts overnight same script, same beach, but starring a rookie phenom edited in frame by frame. Resale markets whipsawed. One analytics firm logged a 14% drop in LeBron's signature shoe auction prices the day after Manzaro's filing, followed by a 19% surge as speculators bet on a redemption arc. "Buy the dip," became the new rallying cry. Inside Crypto.com arena, Lakers sports psychologists plotted stress indicator dashboards: REM, sleep hours, heart rate variability, free throw cadence. A slight hitch at the line during back-to-backs fueled talk show openers. Is the scandal seeping onto the court? Coaches waved it off as noise. But they too felt the tremor when arena crowds started holding up silver USB props behind the net. Sponsorship departments felt it harder. One consumer tech brand slipped morality clauses into a fresh extension. Venture capital firms backing LeBron's Spring Hill Media Company upgraded reputation risk from yellow to orange. Money loves certainty, and rumor breeds volatility. LeBron has long worn activism like a second jersey, speaking on Trayvon Martin, school reform, voting rights. The pattern was consistent: see injustice, raise voice. But now? Nothing. Critics called it selective. Supporters said caution. Kwame Brown framed it bluntly: "You can't ride the social justice wave, then bail when it splashes your mansion." Owens used stronger words, dubbing LeBron part of the celebrity cover-up culture. On X Spaces, activists debated whether forced statements help victims or just feed outrage commerce. Somewhere in the middle sat millions of fans, refreshing feeds, waiting for a single quote that never came. Privately, sources leaked that LeBron's handlers feared any comment could subpoena him as a hostile witness. Better to stay quiet, let due process play out. Publicly, the silence shouted louder each day. While tabloids mined salacious angles, lawmakers sensed momentum. A bipartisan tech ethics caucus rushed the Take It Down Act through Congress on May 6, 2025. The bill criminalizes posting non-consensual intimate images, real or AI-generated, and compels platforms to yank them or face fines and even jail time for executives. Senators Klobuchar and Cruz name-checked celebrity deepfake leaks during debate. Staffers later admitted the LeBron-Diddy saga supplied case study urgency. Platforms bristled at the compliance load but braced for enforcement. Inside YouTube's war room, engineers drafted code that flags any upload combining LeBron, Diddy, and explicit keywords, funneling it to manual review. The irony? Every filter triggered by the rumor keeps the rumor alive because censorship cues curiosity. If you tell the internet no, it asks why and digs twice as fast. Sports icons exist in a glass house built by fan affection. When that affection fractures, shards fly everywhere. Sociologists call it parasocial whiplash, the jolt felt when a beloved public figure collides with a private life plot twist. March 2025 polls showed LeBron's approval at 78% after his I Promise school announced a new STEM wing. In May, the same pollster reported a 10-point dip, largely from undecided, uneasy respondents, citing party scandal headlines. No charges, no evidence released, just headlines. On Reddit, a user posted 2 adjacent photos: LeBron cutting a school ribbon and a grainy screenshot of him laughing under nightclub LEDs. Caption: "One man, two worlds. Which is real?" The post scored 38,000 upvotes overnight. Federal investigators chasing Combs's finances uncovered an unexpected overlap. The same August weekend, another party allegedly occurred. IRS agents subpoenaed flight manifests tied to celebrity tax shelters. Though LeBron's name never appeared in filings, the date alignment raised eyebrows. 2 ex-prosecutors warned that overlap alone can trigger device subpoenas. Entertainment bankers whispered about brand contagion. A venture fund considering a stake in Spring Hill postponed its vote. Sneakerhead stock index StockX Kicks noted that LeBron colorways labeled Party Clip Pack on TikTok flipped for 220% markups in underground forums. Volatility invites speculators, the way bright lights attract moth sand, sometimes flames. Meanwhile, blockchain analysts tracked mid-six-figure stablecoin transfers to wallets known for brokering scandal media. If any payment connects to the rumored footage, LeBron could sue not just for privacy breach but for unjust enrichment. Civil attorneys monitor the ledger like day traders. Inside Judge Meredith Cho's chamber, both sides know the silver USB could alter everything. If the drive shows LeBron doing nothing wrong, the backlash collapses. If it shows questionable behavior, Evan, PG-13 by court standards echo chambers, will spin it rated by nightfall. Combs refuses plea deals. He claims he'll prove the government criminalizes a hedonistic lifestyle. His counsel argues that consensual adults recorded at private events have no case. Prosecutors counter that guests never consented to hidden cams. Somewhere amid these arguments, LeBron's attorneys weigh intervention. Seek a protective order to keep footage sealed or let it ride and risk public leak? Either move holds risk. File to seal, and critics shout cover-up. Stay hands-off, and editors salivate over First Amendment defenses. Court insiders predict the jury will finally view Exhibit 17B in Week 4. Techs have already scheduled a blackout in the media feed during playback. Yet leaks happen. Remember the Depp heard audio drop? Even one whispered description on Threads could resurrect every rumor overnight. For 10 years, sports writers framed LeBron James's career in rings, points, and philanthropy. Now, a mute silver USB adds a new column: unknown footage. The King's legacy hangs not on statistics, but on pixels no one has publicly seen. If Exhibit 17B reveals nothing, hindsight will dub the uproar just another internet fever dream. If it reveals even a flicker of impropriety, the aftershocks will rattle sneakers, stocks, and Senate hearings for a generation. Until the courtroom lights dim and that file loads, every rumor, chant, hot take, and hedge fund bet is powered by the same fuel: uncertainty. And uncertainty, once monetized, is almost impossible to extinguish. So the world waits, brands pacing, fans refreshing, lawmakers drafting, and a 4-time finals MVP holding his tongue while a silver USB chills in a vault, its data silent, its stakes thunderous.